like a Hellcat.
Welcome back, J-Girl Beauty fam bam. How you guys all doing today? I hope you're having an amazing day or whatever. Anyways, I'm going to share this on TikTok. So they continue to follow me. They haven't stopped. I hired a private investigator, and it was supposed to be for the guy that moved in here, stood here for like 3 weeks, I think. I'm not quite sure. He had raped a girl, and he was taking videos and pictures of kids at our church. So I hired a private investigator to look after him. He wanted to know what was going on. We told him we had workers remodeling our house, and he said they sound like crooks. So he wanted to do a background on him, and I said no. He insisted. I said no. He said just a background. I said okay. So he ended up putting their name on the paperwork and not the other person. So ever since that, I've been followed by him. If you look online, it says when you start to notice suspicious activities going on, that the private investigator starts following you. My cameras are tapped. That's invading my privacy. It's pixelated and it drags, and you can't see the people on there. It's blurry. Before I got these new cameras, never had a problem with them. They were great. Phone got tapped. Now it's working okay. I hope it's still working. I don't know. But yeah. So I had been saying it's the neighbors. It's hard to believe. I'll show you a video where this neighbor comes and does something at my husband's truck. I don't know what he was doing, and then goes back. Well, the one when the Xfinity guy came, he did something by my husband's truck too, but you can't see and the camera doesn't get there. So the neighbor, when he walks up, he's in front of the truck, so you can't see him. When he bends down, he stays like about a minute or two and then walks back to his house. It's like we moved in for neighbors to follow us and to get harassed and stalked by them. It's pathetic. The first house, the second house, the third house, and the fourth house they're following us too. I had knew this, and it was the dog that they were walking. Well, the other day we left, and as soon as we turned the corner, the girl with her black dog, black mutt, was out at the corner of the sidewalk. I don't know if she called the other person or what, but they jumped in their white car. Then I've noticed that it'd been following us as well. Jumps in the car, white car, and leaves right after us. And I had noticed Tesla following us. It was at Whataburger, and I got the license plate number, and I think I have that white car license plate number too. And then there's a black truck that sits in the garage, and a white one that follows us all day, you know. And it's kind of hard to believe that why would neighbors be following you? If I'm gonna follow someone, and someone tells me like, let's do this or whatever, I want to see the paperwork before I start following someone or helping someone. I'm not a criminal. My background is clean. I've been sober for 12 years, sober from drinking and smoking. I don't do drugs. My background's fine. I'm on Social Security. I've had a disability since 2001. I have a pituitary microadenoma tumor. Ever since they've been following us for 3 months now, I've had 2 migraines. It's stressful because you don't know what's going to happen, and the police aren't listening to you. I was told that there wasn't no police report. All of a sudden, I talked to an attorney. He told me to go and make sure I file a police report so it'll be on file. I went down to 2nd Street, and they told me that there was no police reported or filed. I mean, no police report filed. So then I go down to the Cibola Loop 1 to make a police report. And he tells me, the police officer that I talked to, he's writing everything down. He's an awesome police officer. His name is Rico Garcia. He's amazing. He wrote everything I was telling him down. He told me to be careful and it's not right that you're followed by someone you hire and you pay them money to follow someone and they start following you. I don't think it's fair for me to always worry about my life and worry about things when I leave my house. I shouldn't have to when I'm not a criminal and I don't have nothing wrong. But every time I leave, all my neighbors are stalking me. It's like I came to live in a nice neighborhood when we used to talk nice to this guy and to our other neighbor that used to even watch our house when we would leave. And she's even following us. That's just wrong. Like, the whole thing is all wrong. It's not cool. It's not right. And prove me if I'm wrong. But I know you guys are following me. These are your license plate numbers. So tell me that I'm wrong. I'm not. I've known that you guys have been following me for a while now. You guys stopped and you guys started again. I even know the white Range Rover that was following me the other day at Costco. I know her face. Short blonde hair. So anyways, what was I gonna say? It's awful that, okay, so they said that Ken Johnson, when he called, that he said the governor said I was having a mental crisis. He never said that. The governor never said that. He told me that she didn't have that much information. She didn't know who to put it in, who to report it to, but she made a claim and she told them to stop. And her secretary told me that she put a claim for them to stop. And if they continued to follow me, to call the police. Okay, so now, how can you call the police when they're not listening to you? The private investigator told me when they're following you, you call me so I can know who's following you. You've been following me. I even told him when I fired him, I seen you. And I know ever since I hired you, you have people following me. So what do you do when no one's listening to you? So like I've told everybody knows on YouTube, if anything happens to me, I go missing, something happens, I die, whatever, you guys know who all did this. And answers, whatever. I don't think this is cool. I think this is sad. Even like, I think they're having the mental crisis, okay? Because it's funny. They spend 3 months following us and they haven't done anything and they haven't caught us or whatever they're trying to do. I'm still here. They seem like dumb idiots and they're having the mental crisis and they seem like they're crazy and need to be in a bin because they go outside, they waste their day all day with their dogs to see when we're leaving, and then we leave and they chase us all day and we just go eat, come home, go to the grocery store, whatever. And I've been doing this before all this happened. We don't do much. We don't hang out with family. We don't hang out with unbelievers. We can only hang out with believers, the ones that believe the truth. So, and we don't drink, we don't party. Like, what do? Nothing. We just basically go to appointments and live life like we do. Majority. When I got disability, I was disabled and I stood home and me and my husband stood home and I was the only income. We didn't have money to go places. So you're not doing anything to scare me to stay home. I'm used to staying home. This is my life. Like, I haven't worked in years, so I do other things. I clean my house. I do stuff. I rather do that than spend my time and wasting my time watching someone and following someone, especially a boring life. And another thing too, I don't like to sit and watch people and stare at people like my old neighbors did and stalked me and gave me heck forever. That's why we moved. But it's like we moved to a worse place because all these neighbors are following me. For what reason? No reason. I don't know. Hopefully the judge finds out. I have a restraining order. I found out where this guy lives. He's a criminal. He's not a retired officer like he told me he was. I don't even know if he ever was a cop because it says he has a background that's not great. Seems like he's a criminal, a corrupt person, and he only lives 10 minutes away from my house. That's scary. So yeah. So hopefully all this gets squashed and they stop following me and the attorney can take care of it and find out what's been going on. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for listening and I'm glad to be able to share this. I hope, something happens. I did email the governor. I did email the mayor, and I will send them the license plate number so they can see for themselves. And I seen the Tesla in my neighborhood today. So, and I have video of it at Whataburger. So I've seen that car for a while, and I've seen the white car. There's another white car that always comes out to stalk us. And there's a few people on this side too. I don't know if these people are still following us. They probably are. But yeah, it's just pathetic. I just don't understand why I have to be followed just because I hired a private investigator. This is sickening and disgusting, and I hope it stopped. I don't think it's fair for a person that's on disability and has a background that's clean to be followed and harassed by some people when I'm not doing anything wrong. So yeah, but like I said, everybody knows what's going on. My family knows. I have my nephews here on the weekends now, and they don't even stop at that. Last time my little nephew was with me, they were following me. And if I go out with my nephew, they'll be following me, and that's pretty sad. You guys need to think about, what would you guys do if someone was following your wife or your family? Would you guys care or not? You know, I'm a person, I'm a human being. I have kids, I have a family, you know?
Tell me like a Hellcat. Running like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Running like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Running like a Hellcat. Rolling like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Rolling like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat. Like a Hellcat.
So I ordered this from Amazon and it's supposed to detect hidden cameras and stuff. So I'm gonna pick it up and show you where it says in our cameras and turn it on power. Okay, so now it's on, powered on. And when I come over here and bring it to this plug right here, the other one it detects. There you go. Here's the other plug too. This one doesn't do it, but it was doing it even more so. But I took the foil out. There's a foil and this plug is torn off here, like torn like this. And there's the foil. You can still see the foil in there. Let me see. And I pulled some of the foil out and there was like copper in there and I threw it in the trash, but there's still this part there and this is all like this. And that's how they left my camera here. The other cords aren't like this. A lot of reviews on this was a lot of people like it, and it's supposed to detect military things too, and that's how good it is. So there was a lot of good reviews on there, Amazon, and a lot of people use them to find hidden cameras at motels when they go out of town and stuff, and they stay in a motel or hotel. So yeah, but I believe that our cameras are tapped, like I said, blurry. It's like Harry Potter, invisible. Some of the people are like, you can't see it. It's just like a shadow of them, and it's pixelated and it drags. So yeah, I did shut off my camera that I had in the living room facing the door because I don't want him to be invading my privacy. They're already invading it, so I didn't want him to invade it more, so I shut that camera off. But I do have cameras in the living room as well though, still. So yeah, but it's been a journey. Like, I have a restraining order, it's extended now. I have a police report. There wasn't a police report, now there is. All these neighbors have been following us. I don't know what they have told them, but I believe that they're trying to find out something on me because I order makeup or whatever I order. But my husband has money too that comes in. I'm not the only one that brings in the money, so I'm not a criminal. I'm not doing anything wrong. I go outside and I'm fine. I let them know that I see them. I wave to them. They're down the street, parked, waiting for us to leave. They walk around our block. Like, I have videos of them standing right at the side there and looking at the window. And they've been driving around and stopping right here and staying in their vehicle for a while, like 4 minutes or so. So yeah, but I hadn't been able to share it out until here. So I'm trying my best to see what I can do to stop this, because I don't feel like I should be followed all the time, because I have a life and no one wants to be followed if there's no need to be following someone, you know. It's annoying. What would you guys do? Put yourself in my shoes. What would you guys do if someone was following your wife or you? I'm sure, you know, you would try to take things into reporting it and stuff and doing what I'm doing, you know. I'm trying to get an attorney, and as soon as I get an attorney, hopefully we can find this guy. But yeah, like the cop, I'm sure he wouldn't like someone if someone was following his wife, you know. The mayor, the governor, you know. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if people will see my video and see what's been going on. And so even like the neighbors will find out and know that they're following someone for nothing, and whatever these people have been telling him is crazy. Like, I tell my husband, go ask them, maybe they'll tell you why they're following me. I don't know, call them. I gave the governor their numbers. I have the license plate number. When my sister was driving with me around the street, we saw a lot of the license plate numbers that I have seen following us. So yeah, they follow us all day long. So anyways, catch you guys on the allegedly though, have to say allegedly. Anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and never forget, y'all, 𝐷 amo muchísimo. Also, when I went to DVR too, she did make call APD to make a welfare check too, so they did come out here to my house, so she knew what was going on as well. It's just ridiculous. Like, there's no need for all this, just because someone was a crook. This private investigator, he even told me and my husband, because my husband was with me in the car that day, he told us that he did a case and he started following them because blah blah blah. No, I think this person is a crook, and he was a crook altogether, because that's what he seems like. He's just crazy, very crazy. And for him to have started to do this, he's very not right, because it's illegal to follow someone that's not a criminal. Like, this is ridiculous, like ridiculous. I don't think I should be having to deal with it, especially when I have a tumor and my doctor said it could grow back if I stress. So I'm trying my best and doing my best not to stress about it. I feel like a celebrity. It used to annoy me, but I feel like a celebrity. Like, the paparazzi are following me, except for they're not paparazzi. Anyways, but yeah, my tumor can grow very big on my chiasm and make me become blind. I could be a vegetable. I can be paralyzed from it if it grows big enough. It was big. It was as big as a golf ball, and then it grew even bigger than that, from 11 to 14 by 11 centimeter or millimeters big. and it sat right on my pituitary gland, which can make me become blind. So they have to watch it and monitor it very good. But anyways, and so that's why I don't feel like I should be struggling through with all of this, you know. But hopefully God will put an end to it sometime, because it's all God's glory. And at the end of the day, vengeance is his and the battle belongs to the Lord. And I'm sure that the darkness will come to the light somehow, some way. Oh, and so the people that have been following me that I've noticed a few times, she has short red hair, and she's like an older woman. And then there's another girl with short hair, and I think her hair is like a shortcut. I don't know how to explain it, but she's an older woman too. And I don't know how to explain her hair color. I think it has salt and pepper hair a little bit, but not so much. I'm thinking, I'm not sure. But there's another one of those ones that follow me. And then there's young guys, and he has like a hairy face around him. And then there's another young one. He was following us in a blue car that day, and it has like a bumper thing on the back of his blue car, and he followed us from where I got my haircut, and then we went into Lens Gallery, and he went into a different store, but he was following us as well. And then that's when that girl was following us with black hair, and I tried to get her license plate number, and she was in a black Jeep or SUV. And so yeah, a lot of them are very young that are following me as well. But I can point him out to you if I see him. And like I said, at Petco, he was very young. He was blonde, and he had like a fade. He looked at me, and I told him what. And people that have been following us, and I have noticed them, not just one time, that I've seen them around following us, and they wait out at the street as well. But I wish I would have gotten like pictures of them, but I might have some actually. I haven't went through all my videos that I recorded either. But anyways, and I have license plate numbers of the vehicles that have been following us as well too. Anyways, thank you guys so much. And never forget, y'all, I'll catch you guys on the next one. And never forget, te amo muchísimo.